You ever had a dream that was so big it felt, well, almost impossible? Today, we're going to change that. We are going to break down how to take those huge, exciting dreams and turn them into small, simple steps you can start on, like right now. Let's figure out how to make a promise to our future selves. I want you to just sit with this idea for a second. This right here is the heart of everything we're talking about. A goal isn't some chore or something someone else tells you to do. Nope. It's a personal promise. It's a gift you are giving to the person you're going to become. It's all about building a future that you're actually excited to live in. Okay, let's make this personal right now. What's one thing you really want to be able to do, or a skill you want to have down the road? Maybe it's learning to code, getting way better at drawing, or even just running a little faster. Whatever it is, hold that idea in your mind as we go through this. Now, to make a really good promise, first we have to understand what a goal actually is. And yeah, it's a simple concept, but getting this part right is the key to everything else. That's it. That's all it is. Think of it like a destination you plug into a GPS. Without a clear target, you're just wandering around. But with one, every single step you take can move you in the right direction. It's not just a wish, it's a target. So why are goals so important for our brains? Well, they give us a clear go here signal. They give you that little spark you need just to get off the starting line. And crucially, they let you look back and see how far you've come. Every small win you check off builds up your confidence and proves to you that your actions, they truly matter. And here it is, the absolute secret to making real progress without feeling totally overwhelmed. You need both parts. You need the big dream and you need the tiny start. Let's see exactly how they work together. So on one side, you have that big dream. You're picturing your future self, all the amazing skills you'll have, the people you might be able to help. That's your fuel. That's your motivation. But the real power, that comes from the start small side. It's about choosing one tiny action for today, something that takes just 2 to 10 minutes. And here's the golden rule. If that first step still feels too big or kind of scary, just shrink it down until it feels easy. So how do we actually build one of those perfectly small, easy-to-do steps? Well, we use a really powerful tool, kind of like a blueprint for making excellent goals. It's called the Kid Smart Framework. This framework makes any goal super clear. Your goal needs to be specific. What is the one single action? Measurable. How can you actually count it? Achievable. Do you really have the time and energy for it today? Relevant. Does it actually help you get to your big dream? And last, time-bound. When exactly are you going to do it? Here's a super simple way to put it all together. You can use this sentence to build your own SMART goal right now. For example, I will practice typing for 5 minutes after homework so I can write faster for projects. See, it checks all the boxes. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Perfect. All right, you've got your dream and you know how to frame a SMART goal. Now it's time for the most exciting part, taking that very first step. Let's look at a few tools to make getting started almost effortless. Meet the goal ladder. This is how you break a weekly goal down into incredibly tiny pieces. So your goal for the week might be to read 20 pages, but your goal for right now is just to find the book and open it to the right page. That's it. I mean, come on, anyone can do that. You just climb the ladder one tiny step at a time. But what happens when you just don't feel like it? We all have those days. This is where an if-then plan saves the day. You decide ahead of time what you'll do when you hit an obstacle. If I feel tired, then I will just read 1 page. This way, you don't have to rely on motivation. You just follow your plan. It's your secret weapon against getting stuck. And hey, we live in a pretty cool world. You can even use an AI assistant to help you brainstorm some of these steps. You could ask it, what are 5 small steps to get better at drawing a cat? Just remember the golden rules, okay? Always keep your personal information private and never use it to do the work for you. It's a tool for ideas, not for cheating. So, how do you remember to do your tiny step? You create a cue. It could be a specific time, like 7:30 p.m. It could be a place, like every time you sit at your desk. Or, my personal favorite, habit stacking. You attach your new tiny goal to a habit you already do, like brushing your teeth. So right after you brush your teeth, you do your new thing. It's brilliant. And please don't forget to celebrate your wins. A simple tracker like this lets you see your progress with your own eyes. Every time you complete your tiny step, you get that awesome satisfaction of checking that box. It feels great, and it builds the momentum you need to keep going. Okay, I'm about to share the single most powerful tool for getting over that fear of starting something new. It all comes down to this one number, 90. 90 what? Seconds? Let's find out. It's the 90-second start. That's the whole secret. You only have to commit to doing the first 90 seconds of your task. That's it. Want to practice drawing? Just draw for 90 seconds. Want to learn to code? Just open the program and start. The science shows that just starting is the biggest hurdle. Once you're in motion, your brain calms down, and it's so much easier to keep going. A 90-second start is always a win. So that leaves us with one last question. You have the dream. You have all the tools. You know the secret to starting. So, what promise will you start to keep to your future self with just one 90-second action today?